Unleashing Your Second Act, the Entrepreneurial Revolution After 50. Welcome to the BlackCEO podcast, where we ignite the flames of entrepreneurship and challenge the status quo. Today, we're embarking on a journey that will shatter your preconceptions and redefine what it means to be an entrepreneur in the 21st century. I'm thrilled to share with you the incredible insights and wisdom I've gained from interviewing Rujel Buggs, a true visionary who's not just changing lives, but revolutionizing the very concept of life's second act. Rujel Buggs isn't just an entrepreneur. She's a beacon of hope and a catalyst for change. Her work in empowering women over 50 to embrace entrepreneurship has sparked a movement that's rippling across generations. She's living proof that it's never too late to rewrite your story, and that age is nothing but a number when it comes to chasing your dreams and making a profound impact on the world. Now, let's dive into the heart of our discussion. Have you ever found yourself staring into the mirror wondering if the person looking back at you is living up to their full potential? Have you felt that nagging sensation in the pit of your stomach whispering that there's more to life than the 9 to 5 grind you've been stuck in for decades? If so, buckle up because we're about to challenge everything you thought you knew about age, entrepreneurship, and the pursuit of passion. Imagine for a moment that you're standing at a crossroads. Behind you lies the familiar path, the career you've built, the routines you've perfected, the comfort zone you've carefully constructed over the years. Ahead of you, an uncharted territory filled with possibilities, risks, and the potential for extraordinary fulfillment. Which path do you choose? For too long, society has fed us the lie that entrepreneurship is a young person's game. We've been conditioned to believe that innovation and risk taking are the domains of fresh faced college graduates and 20 somethings fueled by energy drinks and ramen noodles. But here's the truth bomb Rujel Buggs is dropping. That narrative is not just outdated, it's downright dangerous. Let's consider this for a moment. Who says that wisdom, experience, and a lifetime of navigating the complexities of the professional world aren't the perfect ingredients for entrepreneurial success? Why have we bought into the idea that our most productive and impactful years are behind us once we hit a certain age? Rujel's journey teaches us three crucial lessons that I want to drill into your minds today. First, passion isn't something that comes with an expiration date. Second, your life experience isn't baggage, it's your secret weapon. And third, the biggest risk in life isn't failure, it's the regret of never having tried. Let's unpack these, shall we? Passion knows no age limit. When Rujel decided to pivot her life and pursue her entrepreneurial dreams in her 50s, she didn't just dip her toes in the water. She cannonballed into the deep end. She understood something that many of us forget. Passion isn't a finite resource that depletes over time. If anything, it's like a fine wine. It gets richer, more complex, and more potent with age. Think about it. When you're younger, you're often chasing dreams that society, your parents, or your peers have set for you. You're running on a hamster wheel trying to keep up with expectations that may not even align with your true self. But as you grow older, something magical happens. You gain clarity. You understand what truly matters to you. You stop giving a damn about impressing others and start focusing on impressing yourself. Rujel's passion for empowering women in her age group became the rocket fuel for her business. She saw a gap in the market, a lack of representation and resources for women who wanted to reinvent themselves later in life. And instead of waiting for someone else to fill that gap, she rolled up her sleeves and said, if not me, then who? If not now, then when? This brings us to our second lesson. Your life experience is your superpower. In a world obsessed with youth and the next big thing, we often overlook the incredible value of lived experience. Rujel didn't see her age as a disadvantage. Instead, she recognized that her years of experience, the challenges she'd overcome, and the wisdom she'd gained were her greatest assets. So, now let's get real for a second. When you're starting a business in your 20s or 30s, you're often learning everything from scratch. You're making rookie mistakes, stumbling through networking events, and trying to figure out how to manage your time without burning out. But when you embark on an entrepreneurial journey later in life, you've already been through the ringer. You've navigated office politics, dealt with difficult clients, learned how to manage your time and resources effectively. These aren't things you can learn from a TED Talk or a business school textbook. They're skills honed through years of real world experience. Rujel leveraged her life experience to connect with her target audience on a deeper level. She understood their fears, their aspirations, and their challenges because she had lived through them herself. This authenticity and relatability became the cornerstone of her business, allowing her to build a loyal community of women who saw themselves reflected in her story. Now, let's talk about the third lesson, and this one's a doozy. The biggest risk is not taking one at all. This is perhaps the most crucial takeaway from Rujel's story, and it's one that I want you to tattoo on your brain. When she decided to start her business, she was well aware of the risks involved. She knew that there would be challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But she also understood that the risk of not pursuing her dreams far outweighed any potential failures. You see, risk isn't just about the possibility of losing money or facing setbacks. The real risk lies in looking back on your life and being haunted by the ghost of what if. What if you had taken that leap? What if you had pursued that idea? What if you had believed in yourself enough to try? Rujel's story reminds us that it's never too late to take that risk. She didn't let fear of failure hold her back. Instead, she embraced the uncertainty, knowing that even if things didn't work out exactly as planned, she would learn and grow from the experience. And let me tell you, that mindset is more valuable than any business plan or startup capital. This mindset shift is crucial for anyone considering entrepreneurship, regardless of age. It's about reframing risk, not as something to be avoided, but as a necessary step towards growth and fulfillment. It's about understanding that the biggest regrets in life often come from the chances we didn't take, not from the ones we did. Now, I want to address something important here, and I need you to lean in and listen closely. When we talk about entrepreneurship and taking risks, it's easy to fall into the trap of toxic positivity. The idea that if you just believe hard enough and plaster a smile on your face, success is guaranteed. That's not what Rujel's story is about, and it's sure as hell not the message I want you to take away from this talk. The reality is that entrepreneurship is hard. It's not all inspirational quotes and laptop lifestyle Instagram posts. It requires dedication, resilience, and a willingness to learn from failures. Rujel faced her fair share of challenges. There were moments of self-doubt, times when she questioned whether she had made the right decision. There were nights when she stared at the ceiling, wondering if she was crazy for starting over at an age when many of her peers were planning for retirement. But what set her apart was her ability to view these challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth. She understood that every setback was a lesson, every failure a stepping stone to success. And that, my friends, is the kind of resilience that you can only develop through years of life experience. This brings us to an important point: the value of community and support systems. Rujel didn't go on this journey alone. She surrounded herself with like-minded individuals, sought mentorship, and wasn't afraid to ask for help when she needed it. This support network became a crucial factor in her success, providing encouragement, advice, and sometimes just a listening ear when things got tough. In a world that often glorifies the lone wolf entrepreneur, Rujel's story reminds us of the power of community. She built a tribe of women who were all on similar journeys, creating a support system that celebrated each other's successes and lifted each other up during the tough times. This network became a source of strength, inspiration, and sometimes much needed reality checks. As we near the end of our time together, I want to circle back to the question we started with. Is it ever too late to find your passion and become an entrepreneur? Rujel Buggs' story gives us a resounding answer. Absolutely not. In fact, I'd argue that there's never been a better time to start. Her journey teaches us that entrepreneurship isn't just about starting a business. It's about taking control of your life, pursuing what truly matters to you, and having the courage to redefine success on your own terms. It's about recognizing that your age, your background, and your past experiences are not limitations. They're your unique value proposition. So, what does this mean for you? How can you apply these lessons to your own life? How can you start your own second act revolution? First, I challenge you to re-examine your passions. What excites you? What problems do you see in the world that you feel compelled to solve? Don't dismiss these thoughts as idle daydreams. They could be the seeds of your next great adventure. Take a moment right now to close your eyes and really think about what sets your soul on fire. Got it? Good. Hold on to that feeling. Second, take stock of your life experience. What skills have you developed over the years? What unique perspectives do you bring to the table? These are your superpowers. Don't underestimate their value. Make a list of everything you've learned, every challenge you've overcome, every skill you've honed. You'll be surprised at how impressive that list is. Third, start small, but start now. You don't need to quit your job and risk everything overnight. Begin by exploring your ideas, talking to potential customers, and building your skills. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. The key is to take that first step, no matter how small it might seem. Fourth, build your support network. Surround yourself with people who believe in you and your vision. Seek out mentors, join entrepreneurial communities, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Remember, even the most successful entrepreneurs didn't do it alone. They had teams, mentors, and supporters cheering them on. And finally, embrace failure as a teacher. Understand that setbacks are not the end of the road. They're pit stops on the journey to success. Learn from them, adjust your course, and keep moving forward. Every successful entrepreneur has a story of failure. It's not about avoiding failure, it's about how you respond to it. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. Your next chapter is waiting to be written. Whether you're 25, 50, or 75, you have the power to shape your future. Rujel Buggs showed us that it's never too late to pursue your dreams, to reinvent yourself, to become the entrepreneur you've always had the potential to be. So I ask you, what's holding you back? What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? How would your life change if you embraced the idea that your best years are still ahead of you? The choice is yours. You can continue on the path you're on, comfortable but unfulfilled, or you can take that first step towards a new adventure. Remember, the biggest risk is not taking one at all. But here's the thing. I don't just want you to listen to this talk and feel inspired for a moment. I want you to act. I want you to disrupt your own status quo. I want you to challenge the narrative that society has written for you. So here's my challenge to you. In the next 24 hours, I want you to take one concrete step towards your entrepreneurial dream. It could be as simple as registering a domain name for your business idea, or reaching out to a potential mentor, or even just writing down your business plan. Whatever it is, do it. Take that first step. Because a year from now, you'll wish you had started today. And remember, you're not just doing this for yourself. You're doing it for every person who's ever felt too old, too set in their ways, too afraid to start over. You're doing it for every woman who's been told that her time has passed. You're doing it for every person who's ever looked in the mirror and wondered, what if? You have the power to rewrite the rules of entrepreneurship. You have the wisdom, the experience, and the passion to create something truly remarkable. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. So go forth and start your second act. Embrace your age as your advantage. Use your life experience as your secret weapon. Take risks, fail forward, and never ever stop believing in the power of your dreams, because the world needs your unique contribution. It needs your wisdom, your passion, and your courage. Don't keep it waiting any longer. Thank you for joining me on the Black CEO podcast today. Remember, age is just a number, but passion is timeless. Now go out there and show the world what you're made of. Your second act starts now. Make it count.